Okay, it's about 8:30 Friday night. I'm up here at the East Fork again, and I saw a big owl fly over, and I can hear him up there. Watch. I can hear him. He's over there by Heat and Mine. I'm coming in tonight because I'm going to do a very strenuous one tomorrow. And if I get up here tonight, it assures me prime parking, which I got the second spot. But it assures me that I get that extra hour and a half sleep, get a fresh start in the morning, and I put about 1/8 of a mile behind me to start off. Get a jump on the bungee jumping crowd. It's kind of cold. Brought my hammock. Should be fine. This is the TN12 2016 model. It's on Firefly. Hear the owl. Watch. Listen. That's Firefly. Low. Medium. High. Turbo. He's up there somewhere. It's a pretty bright light though, look at that. I brought my Hennessy. But since there's no chance of rain, I didn't bring the tarp. But I did bring this cover. It's got a baffle here, so you can breathe. For privacy, I can change in the morning. And it also holds in a little heat. Let me step up there. And get inside. Okay, here it is. This is the Hennessy. No seam, but it's got that outer shell on it. No tarp. Got my flute down there. My car keys, my extra batteries, my pocket knife, everything in my pockets and everything right there. My phone is on airplane mode. The alarm's set for 4:45. My camera, my empty pack, and my hat. My boots, my pole, and the food are outside. Oh, my slingshot on there. So I'm going to sleep. You'll check it out in the morning. I'm coming around the corner here. I can hear something up ahead. I don't know if it's a bighorn sheep, a deer, or a guy that's supposed to join me. He's a long-time prospector supposed to join me. I'm not sure if he wants his name mentioned. I'll wait and ask him himself. But hopefully he's here. Because if he's not, where I'm going, I don't want to go. I just have a very bad feeling something's going to happen this time around. And it's not a place you want to go solo anyway. I had another guy supposed to meet me, but miscommunication. He thought we were climbing Sunday. I'm climbing Saturday. So this one's literally up in the air, whether it's gonna happen or not. I hit the jackpot. It was not one, but it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mountain sheep. Look at that guy looking at me hardcore. Let's see. There's another one way up at the top. There's one way up here at the top. There he is. So it wasn't the guy, a friend of mine, it wasn't him. It was these guys I heard. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one went right over the top. 8. I heard of 8 of them. Look at them. Oh, they're just laying down. Look at that. Watch. Just laying down. Chewing that jerky. They found some prospectors. Bubble yum. Anyway, I've got a few more miles to go. There used to be a rock around here. It was always covered in water. You could only see it certain times. Now it'd be out of the water. It's got a heart carved in it, just like that heart rock out in San Bernardino. There's one along here somewhere. I think you might be over there. Wow, look at this. There's the dominant males. Look at how big they are. Look at those 3 over there. 3 or 4. Look at him. He's 200 or 300 pounds. So that's 11 of them. That's probably the same herd that we saw a while back. No, there's another one, even bigger one. 12 of them. Coming down to get water. 13. Look at that. Might even be swimming back to those trees there. There's an all-white one. There's another one. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 visible. Here's a big one. Sending in reinforcements. Oh! 14. Look at how close I am. I'm within about 40 feet. Look at that. Look at them go. Look at him climb. Straight up, look at him. Shifting to 4-hoof drive. That was pretty cool. They're dropping. They'll come back again as soon as I get out of sight. As soon as they feel they're satisfied that I'm not a threat, which I'm not. Nope. Okay, I'm up here in the Narrows. This is video 500. We're going up to visit an old mine, but this is the remnants of an old cabin and a longtime prospector, Kevin.
Yeah, this was Oliver Justice's cabin. He came up here when the city of Azusa banned alcohol from the whole city. They made it a dry town because it was too dangerous. It was well before the turn of the century, so it wasn't about prohibition. It was just a dangerous place to be drunk with guys with guns. But he was the postmaster general for the city of Azusa. On the old plot you can still see the Justice, I think there's 2 of them, plots for his property that are now built over. He came up here and he started to mine gold, and he became pretty well known as pretty much the most proficient individual gold digger. You know, like the true prospector miner that worked by himself. Him and George Trogdon were undoubtedly either friends or enemies, or both at times, because their time overlapped. I'm guessing they were friends. There's plenty of gold back then to go around. It wasn't like now. But he lived here for 55 years. And the sheriffs came up. I don't know if someone reported it or that's something they used to do on horseback. They came up and they found him dead right here. This was his bed. And he hadn't been eaten by animals, so he had been dead for possibly weeks. So as the story goes, is the sheriffs took him up to the top of this hill somewhere, and just like George Trogdon, they took him up to the top of the hill across from Iron Camp, and they buried him. So
just like the guy back there in Prairie Fork, same thing.
Yeah.
He was found dead on his porch.
Yeah, there's no reason. I mean, it wasn't like you could send a helicopter in for You know, now they send one in for a dead body. Back then, they, you know, he's dead. Unless he was someone real important.
Well, you know, from up there on top of that hill, Kevin, there's a little plot of land out here. I think it's that one where, I'll show you when we get up there. It looks like there's a tombstone. It
really?
It looks like it. I think it's that one. It might be one right out here.
Yeah, I mean, who knows how many people died working at the Stanley Miller, you know. The news being relatively slow compared to today's news, how it travels. They could have easily had, you know, one of their workers or family members die, and same thing, you're gonna haul that person all the way out, or you're just gonna bury him.
And that, yeah, it used to be part of the mule trail there when the river was high.
Trail, yeah.
And it all collapsed. But there,
Still
here and there are pieces.
I've made it almost halfway out on it. It's pretty sketchy.
When you get really high, I mean, way up there, you can look directly back and you'll see a plot out here where I've looked with binoculars and it looks like there's a stone.
You know, the trail's pretty neat right through there. You can get up to it on that shale slide right there. You don't have to climb up that gnarly piece of business. And you can't see it, but in those trees over there is the trail, and it wraps around the corner. I have a picture of them with the mules hauling this big wheel, some kind of mining equipment, big, and they're hauling it. They're taking it right around that corner.
You know that wheel? I believe I know where that wheel is.
Yeah.
I've seen a wheel up there.
I'm sure it's either up there or blasted halfway off the hill, but you can see it's the trail in the picture because the cliff is cut. It's fresher cut, but it's cut exactly to the contour of the old photo. So it's pretty cool. You feel a little, you find little parts and pieces along there too that they dropped or, you know, that threw away. Anyway, shall we?
There's a fireplace over here, huh?
Yeah.
You had like a drum in there.
This was up until about the 80s a fairly complete cabin still. You spend a lot of time getting the flat shale, stacking it, and that stuff doesn't fall over like the round rock does.
Probably about 12 by 15.
Yeah, maybe a little bigger.
How high was it, you think?
I think it went up about 5 feet, and then it had a wood roof. That seemed to be common build here then. Not sure. I think it was just because the stones were too hard to make the angle of the roof.
That might have been one of his last meals.
Yeah, there's all kinds of from trash from yesteryear. This obviously isn't one of them.
We're going up this, and then cut over there, and then up on top of that.
I'm not sure how you get there from here. I know there used to be a trail.
Here's my pack, ULA Circuit. In the back, I just have a flute, my Sawyer, tripod, a few things Colin from Colin Outdoors gave me. This is filled with aspirin and things, algae, light, key ring, Daredevil lure, canteen, everything else inside, schmug, walking stick, and my camera case. Look at this view. That's where he came up. That's that dump right there, huh? In between there?
Yeah.
Trogdon's dump.
I think he probably used it for a little corral too.
Yeah, you can see where the 4x4s used to slide through. On the opposite side, supposedly he's buried on the north bank somewhere. Look at that. When we were just in the East Fork, Robert looked over and saw, I forget what he saw over here on this rock, the quartz formation. I believe it's on this rock. So I was up above it again, and we were down below it. That cut in the rock there?
Yeah. We were trying to get up Iron Fork without getting wet, and once you get around that corner, it just gets fucking insane.
You can see it right here. Up here to your left, you can see where it was.
Yeah.
All the way back across. That's the one where the by the bridge snow where you see the goat trails going up. You see that line going across. That's the old power and electric trail.
This states a story that there was a miner. You can kind of see the line over there. But that there was a miner supposedly working a high bench. He didn't like the fact that the electric light guys were putting that trail in. They were either above him or below him. Probably was more pissed if he was below them. But there's pictures of people on horses on that trail, which is insane to think of now. Because I don't think I'd even want to be on that trail.
It's hairy being up here on this slate.
Yeah, it could go at any minute. When there is an earthquake, this stuff just turns into liquid.
How big was that boulder you think fell back there recently?
Shed size. I don't know tonnage.
I don't know weight, but yeah, as big as a shed, like in somebody's backyard. It came down, busted another boulder in half, blew out an oak tree, and rolled across the river. It was probably, there's nothing up here that big.
Right where I've been working for years. Luckily I'd finished. McKinney was working there pretty close to the time that thing fell.
That's where it came up. Coming in. Kevin's right down here. And that's where we gotta go up. That's why there's not too many pictures or videos of this place. It's rough getting to. Well hidden. We gotta get to that second tree. Not the one there, not the other one. And then catch a game trail headed south. Whew. It is a strenuous climb. A wheelbarrow. Look at that thing. Been there for 100 years. Whoa. Look at this rock I found. I've been doing this for a lot of years now. A lot of videos, even before the videos. A lot of solo walks. And it's really wearing on me. This one, look at that. Oh, look. We're almost even with this mountain. And look how high that mountain is. This is Stanley Miller Mine. I took the wrong trail, easy to do, and took the long way around to climb up. It is rough. Oh, this is the lower one. There's another one, then another one, And then there's the table, and there's the drill bits, and I believe I've located one of the mines. I'm gonna go check that out. But this is, I'm too old for this stuff. My days of doing this are over. Look at that. I have one of the balls in the ball mill. A pretty good shape one. I'm not even worn down. I found it last time I was here, right, sitting right there. Took it home, soaked in WD-40 for about 4 weeks. It's all cleaned up. What I'll do with it, I don't know. I'll die. It'll get thrown out. They won't know what it is. Like the majority of my stuff. Oh. See that you got 1, 2, 3, 4 levels when they worked on it. That one's a cool one. Go ahead and check that out. A little bit of a landslide since the last time I was here. This is all covered up now. Getting up that was rough. That's what I say. I've used up all my time up here. I'm pushing too many limits. I'm gonna end up dying. I hope Kevin's okay. He's over in the gulch trying to find a way up. Yeah. Look at that. This one's broken in half. I have a whole one. I carried all this back here. It's amazing. See these balls, Kevin?
Huh? Nice.
I have one at home for full. I not used one. I took all the rust off with WD-40.
Big ass fucking water pipe up here, dude.
Look at these gears.
It's like an 8-inch water pipe.
I no sooner got saying I'm gonna end up dying up here. Coming up that, I grabbed a rock and I have camera in one hand, stick in the other. Grabbed a rock and I pulled out. Oh man. You can feel when your time is near. Look at that little gear shift. Fast and ferocious. Yeah, this wasn't all slid over last time I came up either. Oh.
Man works.
You can see why people don't come up here because of what?
Oh, because it's fucking hard to get up. I'm more worried about going down. Going down.
Yeah, it's dangerous. This is my last trip up here. Serious. I'm serious this time. This is my last trip. And then there's a cable I'll show you that goes across that way. Continues, there's more mines over there. Last time I was here, I found one over here that's closed. Kevin just spotted the 2 open ones. And I'm sure there's 6 or 7 more. But this will be my only time to find out for sure. And I'm not going over there. It's too much work. I've been at it since 5:30 this morning.
The one up here.
Yeah, look at that wall they made here.
Incredible amount of work.
Now, I have not checked to see what that cable is attached to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there. Even despite all this heavy iron and metal they brought up here, just the fact that they came up here in the first place, and then that they
It is a hard climb.
got all this metal up here. I still gotta believe that they had a trail going that way.
They're coming off that mule.
That met up. You know, that trail down there went down to the water from the high trail.
I bet you it met up with that high trail, and that's what this cable is to get the material over here to build this. Not vice versa.
There's a mine there, and they just use that fucker to get the...
See that little gear shift sticking out of the ground down there?
Yeah. Yeah, who knows what's buried under the slide.
On my last video, the slide's not there. You can see what's under some of it. There's one of these coming down at the top of Allison too. And then I've seen another one of these coming down at a different mine.
Looks like they must have found a spring up there. I bet you there's a catch reservoir somewhere up there.
I've always wanted to look over the other side and
where they could allow the water to, you know, because if it's just a spring, that they wouldn't need pipe this big. But they're trying to build pressure. So I'm guessing they found a spring fucking halfway up Iron Mountain. And these are like 5-foot sections of 8-inch steel pipe. And they reduce it down 2.5 inch or 3 inch here. It's pretty wild. Bet your lightning's hit this shit once or twice.
you remember on my other video, I saw a table. Well, look, I believe the table's underneath here now. It's nowhere to be seen. There's no way they could carry that stone table up the... I believe this is it.
This cable actually spans this little gully.
Wow. The table still had the dishes on it. And it was right before this. Right before these drill bits and rails and such. This one's just totally collapsed. Yeah, nowhere to go. Stanley Miller mine. There goes Stanley Miller. Oh, look out. Huh?
It's an easy tagger.
Oh, dude, the rails are still here. I'm almost standing up full. Now I am standing up full. We have splittage. Whoa, look what I see back there. Oh, mine car. Yes! A rarity in the San Gabriels. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that thing. Used to carry gold out in this thing. There's a piece still left.
Just holding the seam in.
Look at that. Just pull a piece of that.
Don't touch anything.
There's a square nail spike down by here.
Nice.
I found one of those in the Essex.
Okay. Wow, I'm used to them being straight, unless they're drift mines. It's kind of wild that I took these turns.
The Dawn mine's pretty cool too. You go past this pool of water, it's freaking crystal clear. I mean, look at that. What's this? I wonder if that goes back the other way to the other one.
Yeah, probably does. Whether it goes through or not, it's another question.
But that pool of water looks like it's 30, 40, 50 feet deep. And then you drop something down there when the rock hits the bottom, all that silt comes up.
Oh, yeah.
You can see nothing. And that water is ice cold. Oh, it's the end of the line, huh?
It's interesting, the color difference.
To collapse, but it continues.
Yeah, I'm not going in there.
Let me check it out.
It almost looks like they backfilled it.
Oh no. It'll start sliding.
Because look how red all this is, and look how white all that is. You know, they might have worked above this area in a different shaft, and they might have dumped.
Yeah, it might have just something collapsed above it and just come down here. It goes up at an angle, Kevin.
Yeah.
It looks like it ends up there though.
I'm not.
Looks like it's totally collapsed in, caved in.
Going up there, that's for sure.
Here's another one, Kevin. Whoa. This is like one on, people have dug footholes too. This is like one on the Allison, where it goes up and breaks out the side.
Yeah.
Pretty slick, but they've dug holes.
Yeah, see what I mean? That they were probably working above, and they ended up using that thing behind us, the same as this, but they just
Look at that.
backfilled it. Yeah, you know, I love gold mining and everything, but this isn't my. I wouldn't want to do this every day.
In these holes.
Just being under all this, you know, pressure tank. You know, you're in here with a power drill with, this is definitely a fault right here. Look at this. Crazy.
Whoa. I bet they got some good gold out of there though.
I don't know, it looks pretty unstable.
This right here looks like it's gonna drop on me right now.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another one, dude. Oh no, it doesn't go very far. Unless it goes up. It does. This one goes up too. Want to go check this one out?
Go for it. I'll kick it here for a minute. That one looks dicey.
Whoa! Oh, man down. Man back up. Yeah, it doesn't look like it goes too far, Kevin. Oh, maybe. Maybe it does. It's pretty slick, though.
Pretty loose dirt.
Look at that. Is that name on there? Comet? No. Oh, it's something the other upside down. Let me see. Nimco. Jimco or Nimco? I think Kevin left. Went back out. Okay, we're back at the split, I believe. The mine car's right there. Let's see. Well, maybe not. I can see light though. There's something behind this. Whoa, lights out in Baghdad. Whoa! Whoa! Killer. Ancient alien theorists believe this was once here, placed by non-human hands. They thought there were only 13. Wait till they get a load of this one. Check this out, Giorgio. Mr. Sukalis. Right here in SoCal. Come on down and hike with me. I find these things all the time. Pretty cool. Stomach's growling. No breakfast, no lunch. The lights I was using inside there. It's a through night TH10. One, I'll show you the battery in a minute. One rechargeable. And the through night TH20. This was on my head, underneath my hat. My hat was on to protect myself from hitting the top. And then this was faced forward and up a little. And this was faced forward and down a little. And then I have a battery pack, a light on my camera as well. So that was the lighting inside there. There'll be links to these two. These two great lights. This one, great for backpacking. Long time use, light up the whole entire canyon. Works great. This one's great for compact, keeping your glove box, keeping your shirt pocket, keeping your tackle box, keeping your fly vest, your fly fishing vest for fishing at night. This is a great light. 1 AA. It's not as powerful as the TH10, but for 1 AA, very nice light. On the side, and you can cycle through by holding on to it. You can go to the high, all the way down to the low, anywhere in between, or you can do it by hitting the button. Great light. Stanley Miller Mine. This is on my list to do ever since the last time I was up here. Look at how close I was last time. When I turned back, I was right over there exploring, but you can't see this because of this mound of dirt. I just saw the collapse one, and a guy told me that he was up here a long time ago and told me continue about 50 more feet and up a few 15, 20 feet and you'll see it. He was supposed to come today, but miscommunication. Here is the battery it takes. 18650. If you were an old-time photographer with a 35mm film, remember those that powered the Canons? They were half this size. Well, you can use 2 of those batteries in these through nights. 2 of those equal these, but it's almost the same price to just get one of these instead of 2 of those, and this is rechargeable. I've been using mine for about 2 years now. They've never failed me. I just take them out of the camera each time and charge them before I go. Good to go. And don't leave them in your lights when you're traveling. You can hit those buttons, wear your batteries out, get up there, and then you're out of luck. We got the long climb down now. We gotta go all the way back to that side of the mountain, all the way down, and 7 or 8 miles out. Not looking forward to it. Look at that.
It's cool. It's got the Pelton in big letters.
That would be Iron Fork. If you watch one of my old videos, I came up here, I found a table with dishes still sitting on it. I believe it's right in back of this yuck. I believe it was sitting right there. I believe it's under tons of slide. I believe it's gone, lost. I'm gonna get on the other side of these yuccas, find a safe place and cook us some food. Right around there, get some energy back in us. Get the meat trangia, but I'm gonna use it with the deep-power stove. I'm all out of alcohol, and I had this left over from backpacking trip with my daughter. Deep-power. Batchstoves.com. Windscreen. Cool mix. Bell pepper, onions, butter, spam, some cheese, 2 eggs. Way up here at the Stanley Miller mine. We're gonna have to get out of here. It's supposed to rain tonight. We can get down off this mountain. It's dangerous. Omelet with a view, Kevin. Omelet with a view. You think we're the only people in history to ever have an omelet on Stanley Miller mine?
Maybe not right at the mine, but I'm sure it's a rare club.
This quite possibly could have been one of the cabins. I don't know. There's another foot trail coming in from over there.
A lot of work for whatever it was. Looks like that trail kept going up that way.
Looks like they might have kept chickens right here in this area.
Yeah, this would be a nice, if you were gonna camp up here, this would be a nice little campsite. Don't really have to worry about shit rolling on top of you.
That tree there, there's a cable attached to it. That means we're going down over that edge. Looks like a stove, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Big old stove, look at that. That's where they kept their gravy in for their mashed potatoes and gravy. Something down there. Trail goes on. Look at that. There's the water heater there or something. Found that down there. I know, it just continues on and on.
Halfway trail over here.
There's another ore chute or something. And then look at this pipe goes up to the upper one where it looks like the chickens were kept and then comes down. It also goes up to where that cabin was. Comes down to this. Obviously this was a place where they cooked their meals. Who knows, there might have been another cabin here. Can't make out the name. Pretty cool though. We were way over there. Okay, I could be mistaken, but I believe in the 1980s, 81, 82, there's a fire up here. You can see some of the trees are scarred, and the fire camp was set up down here, Bill Trogdon's campground, and they were sitting there and putting the fire out. When up here, an old box of dynamite caps went off and blew stuff everywhere. That's why sometimes you'll see stuff out of place. Like this. This. There used to be a gauge on one of these rocks, but a brass gauge. Somebody took it though. I left it for everybody to see. Somebody took it. That's why you see stuff spread out. That's why it took me so many years to find an opening. Every time I thought I was close, oh, gauge, I'm real close. No, dynamite. Dynamite. We're almost down. I am not spending another night. I'm getting out of here. About 3/4 of the way down. Now you've seen this on Ancient Aliens, but never in America. But now you have. Giants did exist. Look at that arrowhead. Look at that arrowhead. Or spearhead. Giants are amongst us. Almost there. Another 12 minutes, 42 seconds, I'll be down. There's Kevin, just disappeared around that. I told him to go, he's gonna show up through that hole right there in a second. He's gonna walk past it. I told him to go that way. This way right here is way too unstable. But that's it. That's my farewell to the Stanley Miller. It's all yours now, guys. I'm done. Don't ask for location. Look on the map. That's as close as I can give you because I don't use GPS and there's no direct trail there. Just gotta climb up and search. Here he comes. So I was sitting here waiting for him. I looked down. I saw another artifact from, look at that. Looks like the handle of an old pirate gun. My brother made one when he was just out of high school. With a barrel, a musket. Right there, don't you see it? Hey man, what'd you think of that? What'd you think of that climb?
Good one to do once.
Once and done.
Yep.
I think I've done it 3 times looking for it, and now I found it. So yeah. 4 times is enough for me. I'm done. Younger guys can have it.
I was wondering if maybe the way to hug that wall. Look at that.
That'd be a gnarly hike, though.
Yeah. Maybe less fucking screen and landslide. This shit's brutal. Coming down was way worse than going up.
So Kevin's staying back here one night. Pretty tired. I'm pretty tired too. One last look before it gets dark or it starts to rain. This is where I saw those bighorn sheep this morning. All of them. And the scout up there, the lookout, all the males. Some more males, females are down there. TN12 2016. Low, medium, high, turbo. I'm back at the bridge. 2.5, 3 hours. Slow walking. I'll be back. Not a lot of miles put on today, but a lot of energy burnt. Getting up that hill. It's an ass kicker. Definitely one of the harder ones in the range. Probably nearing the 2-mile marker. Overall, only did about 16, maybe 16 miles. But 14 were on trail. 14 were level, not on trail. 14 were level. And the other ones were straight up, straight down, boulder hopping, bushwhacking. Rough day. Started at 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, and it's still going now. Haven't stopped. See what time it is when I get back to my truck.
Hi, I'm Ann.
Ann and...
Hi, I'm Andrew.
Andrew. They told me it's 7...
This is fast. It's 7:35.
7:35. Well, nice meeting you two.
It was good to meet you.
Drive safe.
You too. 7:35. Let's see. So 13 and a half hours round trip. Thirteen and a half hours. 17 miles, 16, 17 miles. Allison and back. That's incredible.